the first game up for Canada to win this one. They've had to play Japan, Chinese Taipei, Russia in their pool games alone, and then took a huge win over the USA. Obviously a bit of a grudge match. And the French, again, they had a similar situation, but all in one day. So the ladies had a huge Friday afternoon and really had to fight hard for the opportunity to play in the Hong Kong Stadium. And there we have the Canada number 7, Laundry there. She's one of their star players. A lot of the action comes off her, and she's had a great day's play today at the Hong Kong Football Club, where the preliminary rounds are played. And she's their main playmaker, playing at number 9, and most things come off her. Both these teams play a huge physical game, and a lot of the tournament today is played on a lot of the Asian teams, which are a lot smaller but have a much bigger skill range, as in a kind way of putting it. And they've sort of boshed their way through to the final, Canada and France. Obviously, USA would be very unhappy not to have made this final, so fair play to Canada. That's a huge grudge match, so they'll want to take this all the way home. Waters there, working. She's a real grafter. Puts it up there. It's Kish. Oh, and there again goes Laundry again. Could be her second try. And there she goes. And she goes, like I was saying earlier on, she's the real go-to girl for Canada.
And Ladanu not getting there in time, putting in a vain chase. Here it is again, off the mark. The
super offload there from Russell. And Laundry finishing off. She certainly knows her way to the line.
And Kelly Russell started all of that. So French coach David Courtier, John Tate at the helm for Canada. So into the second half, Canada with a 14-0 lead.
You can see immediately from this style of rugby the physical side of it, or both of them only know one way, and that's up front. Bit of a sloppy pass there, and pressure coming in here now from Canada.
Good coverage by the Canadians, forcing them back.
There's Russell, good tackle there from Russell coming in.
Ladanu still not with a good opportunity. Now she's come round behind, taking the ball from Purtis.
Sloppy pass there.
Yeah, intercept easy.
Patsy, in she goes. It's the buffer they needed, the 3 tries. Just good pressure there in midfield, causing the mistake, and through she goes. Well played, Canada.
So 21-0 with around 3.5 left on the clock. Clean break.
Patzer for her second. Set up again there from Laundry. So it's 2 apiece. Laundry and Patzer.
Chinese referee for this match, Liu Hao. A long way back in the distance here as Patzer runs it in. 23 years of age. She is a full-time student at the moment. A little fumble there, an unusual mistake there from Landry. Ladanu ceremoniously dumped there on the ground. A pass off from Demuzio. Now this is Laura Demuzio from Gina Demuzio. Ledouf gets the pass away. A little break there from Ladanu. Ladanu will go all the way and try and run it in under the posts. Shadowed there by Mandy Mashak. France on the board.
Great turn of pace through the gap, showed her up.
Willoughby and then Harvey both had a go at her and could do nothing about it. Caroline Ladanu, 22 years old, and she is in the French army. So no wonder they had a little trouble stopping her. And it's 8 on 8 here. Number 8 on the number 8, I should say. Jen Kish of Canada just allowing that one to... she had the last touch just before it went out, so French ball.
Time done here, so Canada have got it in the bag, but France will want to finish with a flurry, get themselves one last bit of points on the board.
It's taken away. Tense moment for Canada. France doing everything they can. They still are way behind, and perhaps some consolation points.
Christelle getting in there, number 5. Getting a consolation try there for France.
It's all too little too late, though.
Looks like she's copped the fee in the mouth, actually.
I'd say so. Rough game rugby.
And just converted that one. There you have it, Canada. Winners over France, 28-14.
Big moment for the Canadians. Their men doing quite well here as well, putting on an impressive performance. Trevor Gregory there, head of the Hong Kong Rugby Football Union, hands over the trophy.